What's going on, you guys? Mr. Money1235 here again. Yeah, this is the second album from Blur. Modern Life is Rubbish. Now this is the album that came out right before Blur actually got shot into the spotlight with Park Life, the next album we're going to be talking about. On this album here, they kind of went down the same road as Leisure, except they kind of expanded on it a little bit. There are some really good songs on this one. For Tomorrow, Chemical World, Sunday Sunday, and Pop Scene all were released as singles that came off of this album. It's a very rocking album. Whereas Leisure might have been a little bit more alternative, this album is a little bit harder, goes a little bit faster, it's a little bit more upbeat. The lyrics have gotten a little bit more clever and a little bit more wittier. This album was the first one where Damon started writing about characters, which is really famous in Blur's work. One of my favorites ones being Dan Abnormal off of The Great Escape, which is just his name, Damon Albarn, with the letters like jumbled up to create a whole new name. We'll talk about that when we get to it. There's a whole lot of English characters that he makes up and gives life stories and stuff like that. Colin Zill off of this album probably was one of the first character songs that he wrote. He probably isn't a real person. Damon just came up with this idea, it seemed like, to do character songs, which we're going to be talking about a whole lot more as we progress through this discography review. The song Blue Jeans is one of my personal favorites that wasn't released as a single. It's one of Blur's slower songs, but I really like the lyrics on this thing, I really like the melody of this thing. The intermission, track number 8, is just this crazy little piano thing that just constantly keeps going faster and faster. Until it kind of explodes at this climax, kind of like a day in the life almost off of Sgt. Pepper's. And then it goes back to being slow again, and then fades on into another one of my favorite songs by Blur, Sunday Sunday, which has the craziest music video. The song Miss America is a really slow acoustic song with some wind chimes going out throughout the entire background. It doesn't have the best lyrics on the album, but it's still one of my favorites. Villa Rose is a song that's actually about a restaurant. Villa Rose every night, so tasty. That's actually the lyrics to that song. Pop Scene is this crazy fast song. Has some awesome trumpets in it. It's just incredible. Then Resigned and Commercial Break, they round out the ending of the album, and I gotta say, it's a really fun listen. It goes down the same path of Leisure, except it made it better, I guess I should say. So yeah, check it out. Next review, we're going to be talking about Blur, Park Life. The album that thrust Blur into the spotlight, won them many awards, and actually made people more aware of them. I'm going to be talking about this in the next review, but Park Life is actually the album that let people know that this and Leisure were out, because some people still hadn't heard of them even after they released these two albums. They really needed something awesome like Park Life to jet them into it. But stay tuned for that review. Alright, I'll see you guys later.